What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another review. Today we are talking about WandaVision Season 1. I don't know if there is going to be a Season 2, but Season 1 was 9 episodes, and we'll break down the episodes right here. Episode 1 was filmed before a live studio audience. Episode 2, Don't Touch That Dial. Episode 3, Now in Color. Episode 4, We Interrupt This Program. Episode 5, On a Very Special Episode. Episode 6, All New Halloween Spooktacular. Episode 7, Breaking the Fourth Wall. Episode 8, Previously On. And Episode 9, the series finale. And WandaVision as a show is incredible. It's so different than anything we've gotten even since. This was the first Marvel show. If every Marvel show was like this, I would have been ecstatic. But this is so singular, so stylized, so in particular, that, like, it also pays homage to all of, like, the TV that came before it. You know, so, like, the writers, the set makers, the costume designers, the actors, the producers, everyone that was involved with this show made this show so special. And then week to week, as this was coming out, blew people's minds. Like, watching this week to week and seeing the discourse online, seeing how people were reacting to it and experiencing it and you know, losing their minds, going, what is happening? I have no idea where this goes next. I'm so excited for next week, is exactly what you want from event television. That's exactly what this felt like. It started out in black and white, you know, and they got the Lucille Ball and the Dick Van Dyke out of the way, and I love seeing Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen's chemistry, because they're great together, but then as Wanda and Vision, they're fantastic together. Like, what a couple, like Wanda and Vision they are. I absolutely love them. And then, you know, you go black and white episodes, and then all of a sudden in one of the episodes, we see something that's in color. And we're like, why is this little helicopter in color? And why is everything else in black and white? And then she switches into color, and she's pregnant. And then all of a sudden she has 2 babies. And then all of a sudden the babies are 10. And you're like, what is happening? Like, we have no idea what's happening on this show. And then there's, like, little things like Agnes or Catherine Hahn would say to Wanda and be like, do you want me to take that again? Like they screwed up a script or something. And it's like, what is happening? Is Wanda, like, controlling everything? And it was so interesting finding out what Wanda was doing. But I will say, going back and watching episode by episode and not having to wait week to week, this show's unbelievable, right? Because those cliffhangers make you want to click for the next episode. Where the cliffhangers for us, we sat on for a week. So we're on the edge of the cliff, you know, balancing, going, oh no, we're going to fall off the cliff. What's going to happen next? Oh no. And then the next episode comes, and then now we're on a different cliffhanger, you know, because the next episode comes by and we're excited again for that one. And we want to know what's happening next. But overall, how Monica was, like, intertwined in this, and she was at first Geraldine, and then all of a sudden she becomes Monica, and, like, little things like We Interrupt This Program's episode, it ends with Pietro, but she recast Pietro, and it was the guy from the Fox universe, Evan Peters. We're like, what happened here? Like, what is happening? Is this possible? And they just kind of did it, you know. And then they have the Halloween episode, which I thought was awesome, and especially because I watched this during Halloween week. It was the perfect time for it, you know. You get the spooky vibes of the show, the mystery side of the show, but then they also have a Halloween episode, so you're like, ah, great. But it's also witches and shit, so, like, that's all grouped into Halloween for me. But it's also a Marvel show, so I love the fact that this Halloween season I got to watch Werewolf by Night and WandaVision and stuff like that, and Multiverse of Madness, and I felt like I got my Halloween itch scratched, but also wanting to watch Marvel stuff scratched, you know what I'm saying? But Elizabeth Olsen in this traditional comic book accurate costume, Wanda, I mean Elizabeth Olsen, Lizzie, because we're on first name basis, me and you. Lizzie, you are gorgeous, I will just say. I'll take you in that red spandex, pink, whatever. I'm with it. But I love the traditional comic book accurate, you know, white hair that Evan Peters has, spiked up, like he's Quicksilver, you know, he's super fast. But he's also got these, like, jean shorts on. Like, it's just funny. But that whole episode, and then they get Paul Bettany to dress up in all red in this green and yellow suit, and just how how Elizabeth Olsen's looking at him right there. You can tell that their chemistry and just the charisma between the two of them is just palpable, and you can reach out and feel it. But this is literally his costume and her costume from the comic books brought to life, which is, for all the comic book nerds and fans out there, like, that's just awesome. Like, it was so fun. And then, you know, the episode where Wanda comes out of the hex and she points all the guns at Hayward, and Hayward and Monica and her are talking, and Hayward fired a drone at her. Like, woo! Oh, things get heated quick, and you're like, what is happening? Then she goes back into the hex, and we're like, what? Wait, what? What is happening? But then by the finale, you know, like, the episode 8 previously on in the series finale is fantastic. The episode 7, breaking the fourth wall. I just loved how each episode was different and had this own, like, show that they were basing it after. Like, I think episode 7, breaking the fourth wall, was up to, like, Modern Family type of stuff, and Malcolm in the Middle, stuff like that. And like, the intros were different each episode. There was different songs. The Agatha All Along song, and I killed Sparky too. You know, you're like, fuck you, Agatha, you bitch. You're like, yo, you killing the dog. Like, oh, I can't believe it. But then the season finale, really, I do enjoy. I don't think I initially enjoyed it as much, but I enjoyed it much more the second time around because I was looking forward to it. But these two little boys are great. They're funny. Vision fights White Vision, which is hilarious to me. And then Wanda has to do Wanda stuff, become the Scarlet Witch against Agatha, which we'll talk more about in a second. But just like the White Vision, which is the real Vision, because this Red Vision is only Vision in the Hex. So this White Vision, I really, really, really thought was going to show up in Multiverse of Madness, and that's why this show in Multiverse of Madness don't get as much points as they might deserve, because they didn't connect as well as they could have. And I think that's a blunder on behalf of Marvel. You know, like, they should have really made sure all their details were ironed out. But we see Vision here with a rear naked choke on himself, which is, you got to think about, that's Paul Bettany and Paul Bettany. Like, how do they do this? Like, oh well. But Vision, White Vision, requests elaboration, and they do the ship of Theseus, and then our Vision from the Hex unlocks Vision's memories, and he goes, I am Vision, and he flies away. And so where's he? I want that White Vision and Wanda to link back up somehow, or I want White Vision to be doing something. I don't want that to be the last time we saw him. I need to see him again. There's maybe a show coming out called Vision Quest, whatever that means. But then the epic battle between Agatha Harkness and Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, you know, she's like, you want my power? Take it all. Much like 2003's Hulk at the end. You want it? Take it all. And he's in the water, and he's, if you know what I'm talking about, comment below. But Agatha Harkness, not only do I love Catherine Hahn, I love her costume, the blues with the purples, with her fingers, and the fingers are black because she's been using the Darkhold and shit like that. And Wanda does this little disappearing thing, comes up behind her and does that Age of Ultron shit where she hexes somebody's head, gets in their mind, starts messing with them. So now Wanda's in her head. They go back to, like, the Salem witch trials. Agatha thinks she has a leg up, but Wanda starts throwing her power at her. Wanda looks like she's about to die. Almost looks like the zombie Wanda from What If Zombies. And then she goes, the witch that casts the runes in a given space can only use her power. Thanks for the tip, right? Thanks for the lesson. So Wanda learned something from Agatha, and that's why she wants to keep her alive, so that she can continue to hone her magic-wielding abilities, or her witching abilities. But we finally see the Scarlet Witch in full form with the tiara, with this new outfit, and the red and the clouds in the background, and she sucks all the power out of Agatha, or at least most of it. And then we get, you know, she's like, I'm gonna leave you here, just how you wanted, the nosy neighbor. Which I don't know, but Wanda or Agatha House of Harkness, or Coven of Chaos, or Darkhold Diaries, whatever it's called at this point, I am so excited to see that back because I hope that it brings back vibes from this show. I hope it brings back White Vision. I hope it brings back Wanda. I hope it brings them back because Wanda did not die at the end of Multiverse of Madness. I refuse to believe that. And this costume just looks really good. She doesn't have to be wearing this weird cleavage thing that's always got her titties falling out. You know, as much as it was hot, it wasn't practical at all. Like, you felt bad for her. At a certain point, you're like, damn, everyone else is in these full costumes. She just got her titties out and the skirt on. She's just got to keep doing weird hand shit because that's magic. And everyone else is, like, over there fighting hand-to-hand, throwing a hammer, a shield. She had a tough rap for the early years, so I love to see that Elizabeth Olsen, after sticking around for so long, finally got her chance to be the star of the show, and people loved it. I think that's why they made her the villain in Multiverse of Madness, because they wanted to come off of this and give you that and be like, yeah, we got more Wanda. And that movie's great, but it wasn't what anyone was expecting, you know what I mean? So overall, I give WandaVision probably about a 9 out of 10, of 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think at minimum it's a 4 out of 5 stars, but I think it's more than an 8 out of 10. I think it's more like an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. But to me, it's a 9 out of 10. You know, it's a 4.5 out of 5 stars. You can't argue with that. It almost is perfect, and if it tied into Multiverse of Madness perfectly, I think that and this would be a perfect movie, but instead they kind of fumbled the bag a little bit, but that's on them. You know, it is what it is. But I would like you to comment below, what do you think of WandaVision? What is your score out of 10? Or 5, whatever works for you. Check me out on Letterboxd down in the description below. More movie reviews coming your way. We have that Echo trailer reaction came on the channel the other day. Go check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got What If Season 1 coming out for a review coming out soon. And we got Loki Season 2's finale coming out soon. And we have the Marvels movie coming out soon. So stay tuned for the videos coming to the channel. We will be talking more Marvel soon. I hope you guys like this Miss Minute shirt. And I will see all you beautiful people in the next video. Please subscribe, like, hit that bell so you don't miss future videos. And I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.